Welcome to Pioneers of Change, a festival of Dutch design, fashion and architecture, celebrating 400 years of a Dutch-American friendship that took place on Governor's Island in New York in 2009. The event was curated by co-founder and director of Droog, Renny Ramakers. With over 30 designers and architects, 11 former officer houses featured interactive installations. Over the course of 2 weekends, more than 25,000 visitors listened and debated, watched and participated, were inspired, connected, and simply enjoyed. Let's take a look inside the houses. Visitors could take their time at the Go Slow Cafe. Here, elderly people of New York carefully prepared food and served slowly. Even the distance the food took to get here was revealed, with ingredients from distant places served in tiny portions and food from the local garden served generously. Urban Farming was a film house featuring animations that explored how we can make the distance between our cities and places of food production shorter. In this animation, farming is stacked, also showing just how much space is needed to feed everyone in Manhattan. The scarcity of raw materials prompts us to harvest city waste. Here, a month of leftover building materials was collected from New York, showing the productive potential of harvesting city leftovers. Focusing on the origin of things, Christien Meindertsma knit a big woolen carpet from 3 different species of Dutch sheep, using 6-foot-long needles. Her book, Pig 05049, was also shown, tracking all products made from a single pig. Drawn from different plots of soil in a polder area of central Netherlands, Atelier NL made ceramic pieces that expressed their source, showing variety of colour and texture in clay coming from a small area. A new collaboration between a Dutch fashion collective, Native American beadmasters, and local fashion students and lace makers. This empty house is seen as a body, and the various makers work together to dress it. Repairing is better than recycling. Creative improvisation was key at this workshop, where visitors repaired broken chairs, broken dishes, and moth-eaten sweaters and carpets, often with outcomes better than the original. Giving visitors a moment of silent pleasure. The Tickle Salon featured a robot that caressed the skin in a space, where mobile phone and data signals were eliminated. Real Time by Maarten Baas featured clocks projecting 24 hours of people in action. A minute passes as a pencil is shifted as a live performance. As a pile of dirt is swept with a broom. Or as what looks like a digital clock is painted manually. Showing that good design isn't always expensive, this pop-up store featured Dutch design for $100 or less. Lastly, in one of the houses we held open talks, where new notions of luxury and new collaborations were discussed. The space was painted by artist Franck Bragigand and furnished using painted second-hand chairs, which were later returned to the streets of New York for reuse. Pioneers of Change encourages a more responsible and sustainable approach to living. The event celebrates the blurring of low and high brow, establishing new collaborations, encouraging involvement, and valuing handicraft and local context. Pioneers of Change applies the luxury tag to qualities now hard to come by, including space, fresh air, silence, and time. One of its most important aspects is the interaction with the audience. encouraging people to above all have fun. The festival can take place in other cities around the world, each time bringing in new participants and influences from the local context.